So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Instagram Feed Pro WordPress plugin and show you some of the things that it can do. So I've just installed the plugin. I'm going to go to the Instagram feed menu here on the left, and all I need to display my posts is an Instagram access token, which I can get by clicking on this button here. I'm going to log into my Instagram account, and it's going to send me back an access token. And I'm going to copy and paste that into the plugin's access token field, and then I can choose to display posts from a user ID, a hashtag, post that I've liked, a location ID, or coordinates. And there's a little helper tool here to help you add coordinates. So I'm going to display posts from a user ID. So I can either use my own user ID, or I can use the user ID from any public Instagram account. So to find an ID, I'm just going to use this tool here. I'm going to enter the username of the Instagram account I want the ID for. It's going to send me back the ID, which I can then copy and paste into the plugin. So now I'm going to scroll down, and I can select how often I want the plugin to check Instagram for new posts. And I'm going to save my changes. So then I have the choice to either customize the feed right away, or I can grab the Instagram feed shortcode and copy and paste that into any page, post, or widget where I want the feed to show up. So I'm just going to view the page. So as you can see, I'm displaying photos from the Puma Instagram account. And as you'll see in a moment as I go through the customize settings, every part of this feed is completely customizable. From the appearance, to the type of content that's displayed, down to the layout. And you'll see that I can hover over a photo and launch a lightbox. And at the bottom of each photo there's some more information. I can share the post on different social media networks, or view it directly on Instagram. I can then scroll through the photos. There's also full HTML5 video support. The feed is also completely responsive, and so will adapt to the size of your screen. It's completely touchscreen compatible and works on all different mobile devices. So if I head over to the plugin's customize page now, I'll show you just how easy this is to customize. So there's some basic settings for the width, height, and background color of your feed. You can change the number of photos, the number of columns, the padding around each image, whether to disable the mobile layout, the type of post to include, and whether to disable the pop-up lightbox. You can choose some styling options for the hover state when you hover over an image, and which information to include. You can also create carousels out of your photos and videos, and there's an example of this under the demo section on our website. You can also choose the type of header to display and which content to include. You can choose whether or not to show the caption and select a maximum character length for that caption. You can also style the like and comment icons. You can choose to style the buttons below each feed and change the text for each button. You can also choose to filter your posts. So you can choose to remove posts from your feed which contain specific words or hashtags, or can choose to only show posts in your feed which contain specific words or hashtags. You can also choose to hide specific photos or block specific users from being included in your feed. There's also some sections here for your own custom CSS and JavaScript. So if I go back and view the feed, you'll see that the customizations have been applied. We have a different header. We now have 9 photos in 3 columns, and you can see that the hover effect customizations have been applied. I can also view the mobile layout, and you'll see that the single column mobile layout has been disabled. So another great feature of the plugin is that I can display feeds from multiple user IDs, hashtags, or locations within the same feed. So if I go back to the settings page here and add a second user ID, this is for the Vimeo Instagram account. So you'll see that I now have photos from both the Vimeo and the Puma Instagram account mixed together within the same feed and ordered by date. I can do the same thing with hashtags by just separating them by comma. So another great feature of the plugin is that you can display multiple different feeds either on the same page or throughout your site and apply unique settings to each feed. So by default, every feed will use the settings from the plugin's configure and customize pages, but you can override any of these settings for a specific feed by using the built-in shortcode options. And if you visit the Display Your Feed tab, you'll see a table of shortcode options that you can use to change the settings in each specific feed. So if I go over to my WordPress widgets page, I can use a default WordPress text widget and paste in a couple of shortcodes. So this will add 2 additional feeds to my sidebar. The first is a hashtag feed and the hashtag balloon with 30 posts and a height of 300 pixels. The second is a user ID feed from the GoPro Instagram account. It's a carousel feed with 1 column and no header. So if I save those shortcodes and go back and view my page, you'll see that 2 additional feeds have been added into my sidebar. The first is the hashtag balloon feed with 30 posts. You can see that as a height has been added, then that means a scroll bar has been applied. The second is a carousel of posts from the GoPro Instagram account. And you can do this for as many feeds as you like and customize each one uniquely. So hopefully this gives you an idea of just how powerful and customizable this plugin is and demonstrates some of the things that you can do with it. Make sure to try out your own ID or hashtag in the demo on our website, and if you have any questions then feel free to get in touch either on our website, Facebook page or using @smashballoon on Twitter.